Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the Riordan Mansion. So we got to go see it on MLK Day where the entrance fee was free. We got to go to their kitchen and everything, and we actually got to see some recipes that the family used to use and bake. So if you guys want to see me make one of those, let me know because I would really love to try out one of those recipes. So I have never been, well, I can't say that. I was here when I was really little. Like my dad and my mom brought me here when I was very, very little, and I don't remember any of it. So I really got to see the architecture and the design, and I fell in love with it. I am quite literally thinking of getting, like, I have the blueprints for this entire house, like on picture, because it was in one of the exhibits. And I want to remake this house as my own with different things. Like this dining room is amazing and it has an echo in it with the main table being a way where you can see everybody. Just imagine that like with D&D where you can hear everyone and have a fireplace with a nook off to the side of you. Like this is such a cool house. And you'll see that I just kind of took room from room, and there will be parts that you get to see. This particular item was I don't remember exactly what it was called, but it was basically a skylight and it let a lot of light in. And then in the summer, they could open it up and it would cool down the entire house by like 10 degrees. It was great. Highly recommend going over to the Riordan Mansion if you are in Flagstaff. The tour guides are amazing and you get to learn so much about it. I particularly liked the green and yellow house more than the darker colors. Surprise, since my favorite color is blue. It was just so cool. And Dad and I loved this library. Like we couldn't get over how cool this library is with the built-in like seating areas and like over 100 books. I'd probably switch out the swing, but it was still really cool. And we loved the fireplace as well. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy this entire video of just kind of a walkthrough through it. I left a little bit of a length during the times that the signs pop up so that you can read those, and I might come in just a little bit later to talk about some of the things. But besides that, I hope you enjoy it, and I recommend actually going and taking the tour yourself because it's great. Also, this is the top half of that skylight that's on the bottom floor that you see there. And this led up to the attic, and it would open into the attic and cool down the rooms because they had these windows, which was great. So something that we learned during this was that because the family was so rich, they got to actually have closets, like extra closets. So there's a lot of space, like storage space in this house because it was kind of like a status symbol to have a lot of storage because it wasn't really, because having just individual rooms was counted and by tax, if I remember correctly. But it was really cool to see how much storage space they had. So there's gonna be a picture of my dad and uncle coming up, and I absolutely adore it so much. I think they were so cute in it. Sorry, Uncle Scott and Dad, but hey, you know, like I just loved it so much. You'll also see one of my Aunt Cat too. So these two bedrooms were connected through this hallway with this bathroom, but they weren't actually like, they didn't have to share a bathroom. That Timothy had his own bathroom, which I thought was very fascinating, and it shared the same wall as the larger bathroom, which I'm assuming it does work for plumbing, but it was just really cool. Oh, I didn't even notice you could spot me in that mirror. Whoops. Oh well. I swear this doll is haunted. It just felt like there was something up there. So this was actually one of the buzzers. I didn't get the first one that you could push and it would let them know where they needed the servants. And I love this. So this is original wallpaper with arsenic, most likely, with the button light fixtures. All of the light fixtures in the rooms had the buttons. We didn't really get to see a lot of the common area in the middle between the two mansions because it was under construction and fixing the roof. This painting looked really cool in person. I was hoping it would catch up better on camera, but it didn't do great. So we're hoping to maybe go back another time when it's not under construction as much. Another thing is that there was a fire in the Riordan mansion. So we found these like built-in hoses on the other side too, but I didn't really understand them until we moved to this side, which was fascinating. Part of the mansion was the darker jewel tones that they had, and they actually blocked off their skylight because they were afraid that the reason that the fire spread so quickly in this side of the mansion was because of the skylight. And this is the original wallpaper next to the replication wallpaper that they did. This side was poppies, and then the other side was tulips, which you'll see in the stained glass. I love that they all had stained glass. And we just were enjoying the different things. You can see that it's the same exact layout apparently. We weren't allowed upstairs on this one, but I got to see some really cool stuff. I love this flooring. That was in like the servants' quarters kitchen area. And that's actually one of the ice boxes that you see in the back. Yeah, like I said, these are the poppies. They said that it's not a Tiffany glass, stained glass, but that they don't know who it was because they couldn't find any receipts for it. And I fell in love with this partition, so I took pictures of both sides because it was just so pretty. But you can definitely see like the yellow and green side house, and then this is the more of like the darker colors. This is the dining room table that was the original. I thought it was cool that they had the model of the hill on it. And I loved this poster so much. I'm actually thinking of recreating it in a certain way if I can, because I love this poster. But yeah, this is the wallpaper that it was originally more dark green, but it had become faded yellow over time. And this fireplace was actually made with cinders and mud, very much like the indigenous stylings. So there was a lot of really cool stuff in this exhibit. I highly recommend you guys go and look at it. Again, the floor plans, I took better pictures about them so that I could actually like recreate it later. And this was a really cool wallpaper as well that was associated with the library. And our tour guide was actually able to play piano.
I don't remember exactly the rest of it. I have to find the sheet music for it because I had it. Oh yeah, we got them tuned recently, but since this one isn't played as much, it goes out of tune faster actually, because they deteriorate more when they're not played. This is what I'm learning though, so I'm not as good at it.
And then this is the skylight that we saw that was boarded over. They replaced it. Originally it was going to be with stained glass and an indigenous rug. And it reminded me so much of this in the Seattle Underground tunnels that were part of the sidewalks. And then this is outside. They made this arch, and this is actually the front yard. And then this was one of the original indigenous tiles that were given to them and put in the arch. And then this is the groundskeeper's cottage. We got to go down this little path to it. And then this was very fascinating. This was a Irish tradition where like it had a place for fairies to dance so it wouldn't cause mischief in the home. And then also these are the faces that were carved for the indigenous people at the time it was towards the San Francisco peaks. So I think it was because they were facing it, but it was nowhere else on the house. And then this is my Aunt Kat. She saw this rattlesnake and fell in love with it in the gift store. And I thought it was just so cute that I had to include it. It's just really cute to me. And then there was a playhouse outside that we didn't notice when it was right next to our parking spot. We didn't notice it until we came out. So that's kind of the Riordan mansion. It was really cool. I loved it so much, as you can probably tell with all the photos. But yeah, and then also some other good news that you're going to see in a moment is we officially have the Mayhem Market up and running. I might move it over to Etsy or Shopify. I haven't decided yet, but here's a little preview on it.